Welcome back to Off-Frame Games. My name is Chris, and we're back to what I believe might be the final episode of Crossing Souls. If not the final, then the penultimate episode. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? We found a stone, and then we saw some ghosts. The stone allowed us to see that which was beyond our knowledge. It, however, drained the life force of those who wielded it. So we fixed that. Or, we thought we did. My little brother was the first to go. He had held on to the Duat stone just a bit too long, and it killed him. All this time, General O'Roos had been chasing after us, trying to find the stone to start his one-day war. Next was Big Joe. He was gunned down by a madman, but the badass he was, held out for way longer than he should have. He helped us when we needed it. But he too is gone. At this point, Charlie, the love interest, the sole girl of our group, was kidnapped. Or rather, she tried to save the Duat stone by jumping on a helipad carrier. Badass woman as she was, well, she was going right into the enemy territory and was taken. So me and Matt set off into these pyramids. We needed to stop Orus from creating this war, from doing whatever. I don't know what he wanted to do. Turns out, he gained this power from a god. A twisted god, chaos, destruction. You know, the usual. In doing so, he gained access to the Duat stone, the knowledge on how to use it. And when it all came down to it, he tricked Matt. But then he killed him. So I gotta stop this vicious cycle. I sent Charlie on her way because she has an important job. She has to get everybody out of here. My family, my neighbors, people I don't like. They're being used to power up this Duat stone. And I have to blow this shit up. I'm in the wrong section. That's where we are. The stone, the soul, the power, the Ankh. The scarab. The name of which I forgot. And finally, the Eye of Horus. All of these are used to power and gain access to the other realm. Up to this point, the Duat has only ever shown me the ghosts that were able to get into our world. But I've never been to the other side. There comes a time when everyone encounters the Duat. Returning to the beginning, there's only one way to fix this. I have to use my life force to power up this teleportation. Go into the other world. Chris's heart. The human heart, the humble motor of life. The heart is the most ancient treasure civilization has ever known. Its true power, however, has yet to be discovered. We will not forget your integrity, or your love for your lost brother. Your acts feed many wandering souls. Your acts freed many wandering souls from the yoke of an evil spirit. Many have paid the price for your foolishness. You always helped others, even when not incumbent on you to do so. One last good act does not redeem an idle life. Your courage has opened the door that only few have opened, one that has been closed for centuries. The strength of your spirit has conquered the soul of many who followed your cause. The death of your loved ones weighs on your conscience. Even in death, those whom you've loved continue to follow you. Redemption is the only way. Your sacrifice is profound. Let's see if I can get close enough to his feet. Whatever. So I know I had to give him whatever, a voice which I found hilarious at the time, and to be fair, I still find it hilarious. But a lot of shit has happened. So it doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right to give him that voice. So what do we have here? What? Well. Welcome to my kingdom, human. You must be sad. I've come to end this madness. Oh, the arrogance of your kind never ceases to amaze me. Did you honestly think you could come here to stop me? Yeah. I've come to stop your evil plan. And how do you plan to do that? Have you talked to my brother, Osis? A dreamer, I see. Osis is wrong. There is no chosen one for this task. There is not a heart in this entire universe pure enough to extinguish the flames of my final judgment. I will pierce the veil that separates my world from yours and govern all the realities of the universe. There is nothing and no one capable of stopping me. Look, everything we've gone through, no, I refuse to give up. Oh, you've defeated the Major. But make no mistake, he did not belong to the world of the gods. Now his soul is mine. I'm gonna finish you too, okay? Just like I did him. Oh, your innocence amuses me. But I think there is something you have not noticed. You are already dead. You sacrificed yourself to reach me. Now your soul and your existence belong to me. Like those of all beings in this world, you are mine. No. That can't be true. You know, I propose a deal. Place your heart on the scale of souls. If your heart truly is pure, I will let you go. But you'll have to see with your own eyes how I devour the world as you know it. If, however, your heart is not as pure as my brother Osis believes it to be, you will suffer the most horrible atrocities of all eternity. You can't do that. Yes, I'll be honest, I definitely can. Of course I can. I'm not my brother, the benevolent. That's not fair. Whatever the outcome, whatever you do, your will is nothing compared to that of a god. The die is cast. I seat will prove there is no pure heart and no soul who can contend with me, thereby executing Chris, the one chosen by Osis to restore order to the eternal cycle. Run away! I want to talk to you so I can see your face. Or apparently not. Okay, whatever. I haven't come this far to keep upset. Oh, good. You turned around. Bring it. I've already sacrificed myself. You've taken everything. Take my heart. And I'll just show you that no matter what happens, I'm gonna kick your ass. Now this, for those not new to the lore, is something very fun. In Egyptian lore, the scales upon death, your heart was weighed against a feather. If your heart was lighter than a feather, you could pass on to the nether realm, the dead, and you were pure. If it did not, well, something. So fuck you, Set. My heart is better than yours. Oh, your feather. No, it cannot be. Is it possible? What's happening? I have no idea what's happening. Your heart is too pure. Care Bear stairs. No. Did your minions just turn on you and eat your face? I want to see that. Go back. Go back. Show me him being eaten. There comes a time when everyone encounters the Duat, returning to the beginning, because, in a way, we belong to it. But there are a few before whom the Duat bows, those who place benevolence and the perseverance of balance before everything else. Are you saying that I now have a duat of my very own that I can control? Wait. Wait. Is that it? No, it can't. That can't be it, can it? Something's missing. Oh gosh, Grandma. That was a good story. And did Chris really defeat that monster? Oh, don't be silly, Sheen. It's just a story. How could a kid defeat an evil god? Well, I guess that's something we'll never know. Ooh, come on, Grandma. Well, the truth is, we'll never know what's on the other side until the time comes. That's why it's important to spend every minute of this precious gift called life with the ones we love. Enjoy life, laugh, love, and never ever reach the end of the road regretting something you didn't do. So, did Chris ever regret anything? I don't know. And what happened to Charlie? She hasn't been heard of since. Ooh, a mystery. So what's the moral of the story, Grandma? Well, there isn't a moral, Sheen. The story's like life itself. No matter what decision you make, whatever you choose a life and live it. So then, how do we know we're choosing well? Oh, you'll know, because you'll find happiness in small things. You'll feel that your efforts, small as they seem, make the world a better place. And a day will come when you feel full and at peace with every decision you've made. The good and the bad. And you'll be ready for the journey. Journey? What journey? The journey home, silly. Come on, your mom will be here soon. Ooh, already? The day's gone by too fast, Grandma. Come on. You all have a safe journey back, and remember what I told you. Yes, together always. That's right, Kelly. Take care of your little brother. I will, Grandma. Always. Bye, Grandma. Bye, Grandma. Bye, kids. I love you. I knew something was off. Something was not quite right. Nope, wrong way. Don't get me wrong. I've dealt with death. I've dealt with games as well that have talked about death. And if there's one thing you take and you learn from this, is that at the end of the day... Thank you, letters. What? Anyways, that's important. But no matter what happens, at the end of the day, death is two things. Well, three things. Death is one. Unpredictable, unknowing, and altogether uncaring. It will happen. With whatever. Without caring what you think about death. 2. Always make sure you have stuff in order. Always be prepared, but not fearful of the fact that death is always prevalent. And 3, for as scary and as harrowing and as sad as death is, don't worry about it. You can spend your entire time, your entire life, preparing and worrying about death, but if you do, you're gonna miss out on so much. So let life be. Know that you can be happy and still be prepared for death. Enjoy life, basically. Here we have Kevin's hat, a picture of Big Joe and his mom, the glasses of Matt, my old jacket, Chris is back, best friends. Oh, how much I missed that little girl? Are you, wait, are you not Charlie? You wrote this. Matt lived! Studies on ultra-low frequency electromagnetic fields. Matthew Brower, 86. Matt lived! Awesome. But who are you? You're Charlie, right? Here it is, my great secret. The time has come after years of research and investigation. It'll work this time, I know it. Okay, now the sequence. Oh my god, it worked, it worked! Well, I guess it's time to start over. I've tried to lead a decent life, a happy life. It's time to go back to the girl I was. See you soon. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm glad Charlie lived. And so did Matt, it seemed. This game has done a lot that I never expected any game to really do. It killed off a main character 5 minutes into the game, or 1 hour into the game. It killed off another character later on. It put these kids through a fuck ton of crazy shit. And I liked all of them. Even Kevin, the 1930s monster. Hey, look. Charlie? Chris. Together always? Yeah. Yes. Together always. Crossing Souls, everybody. And I gotta admit, I loved it. I've gone through a lot of games. I consume media, video games and whatnot. And there's very rarely when you can take something as heavy as death. And they took something as heavy as death. They didn't trivialize it. And they didn't pass it over. Death was a prevalent factor. It affected the main cast. It affected the main characters and their families. And at the same time, it gave pause on numerous occasions where the story surprised the shit out of me. The thing with Matt, I was ready for it, but at the same time, it makes perfect sense for his character. It wasn't, oh no, random switch. And then even then, he wasn't really on their side. He just really wanted the fighting to stop. Once he found more information, as a scientist would, once he found more information, said, hey, maybe they're actually evil. Okay, maybe I don't want to do this. Nearly got himself killed. I think he lived. I'm not for certain. Maybe. Charlie was always fun. She was always a delight. Kevin, even as much as I disliked Kevin, I liked him as a character. He was a character that you loved to hate. That's why he became a 1930 mobster. And Big Joe, not as talkative as he was fun. He was fun to have. Every character was fun. I loved it. I am sad that I missed a few details, and I probably will go back to figure out what the hell's up with the man with the suitcase. I want to know what that is. But yeah, I mean, what's more to say? The game is fun. You should play it. And if you've already seen it, go support the dudes. Go buy it. Pick it up. Go support these guys so they can make more shit. Special thanks. We've come a long way to get here, and we've never achieved this without our families, partners, friends, and support. We know it hasn't been easy sometimes, but thanks to you, we've come to the end of what we consider one of the best experiences of our lives. Thanks for always being there. I want to check something. What happens if I continue? What if I continue from when the game is already over? Okay. That makes sense. You know what? I was hoping maybe a little hidden Easter egg, but it's fine. It's a fun game. I'm glad I picked it up. Oh, no, don't go. Well, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoy your day. Hope you enjoy your night. I'll see you on the next game. Later.